If you love Islamic history, consider subscribing to our premium podcast, Islamic History Exclusive. We have 4 seasons so far, discussing the life of Salahuddin al-Ayyubi, the war between Ibn Zubair and the Umayyads, and 2 seasons of the Umayyad Caliphate. To join, just go to your Apple Podcast or Spotify apps and search for Islamic History Exclusive. I also encourage you to subscribe to the Prophet Muhammad podcast. This is a free podcast chronicling the life of Allah's last messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it is available on all platforms. The Moroccan crises were 2 international incidents centered around France's attempts to colonize Morocco and Germany's attempt to stop France from doing so. In the early 1900s, Morocco was one of the few African nations that wasn't controlled or colonized by one of the European powers. France decided it was time to change this state of affairs. In 1904, France and Spain signed a secret treaty dividing Morocco up between them. Great Britain allowed this agreement to go through on the condition France would not oppose Britain's occupation of Egypt. This understanding between France and Great Britain was the Entente Cordiale. This resolved the long-standing disagreements between the French and the British and paved the way for their eventual alliance against Germany. France went on to present Sultan Abdul Aziz ibn al-Hassan of Morocco with several quote-unquote economic reforms, which in reality were just a precursor to occupation and colonization. And this is where Germany comes in. But first, a brief history of Germany. In the early 1800s, the nation we now know as Germany was divided into several small states and kingdoms. When Napoleon invaded these German-speaking states, he inadvertently united them against him. Over the next 6 decades, there was a growing desire among these states to unify into a single nation, and several attempts were made to create a unified Germany with varying degrees of success. Notably, France and Russia were always opposed to a united German nation. However, Otto von Bismarck, the Prime Minister of Prussia, gradually unified these states using diplomacy and warfare. Then, Prussia and the German states defeated France in the Franco-Prussian War of 1871, signaling the birth of a unified Germany. This united Germany turned out to be an economic and military threat to the other European powers. Germany shared a border with Russia, had already defeated France, and was building a navy to rival Great Britain. The one thing Germany did not have much of was overseas possessions. Germany had missed out on most of the colonizing these other nations had done in the previous centuries. Which brings us back to 1905. Germany was not happy with this secret agreement to give France yet another African nation, particularly one that controlled access to the Mediterranean Sea. In March 1905, the German Emperor Wilhelm II traveled to Tangiers and announced his support for an independent Morocco. This bold move by the Kaiser triggered the other European powers, who immediately called for an international conference. The conference was held in Algeciras in southern Spain from January to April 1906. All the major European powers, the United States and Morocco, attended. The only nation that supported Germany at this conference was Austria-Hungary. All the rest, including the United States, supported France. On paper, the conference stated the Moroccan Sultan was independent. However, France received significant control over Morocco's finances and trade. Germany was not pleased with this outcome. For one thing, France still got a foothold in Morocco. But more importantly, this crisis brought Great Britain, France and Russia closer together in alliance against Germany. Frustrated, Germany realized it had to prepare for a future war against these powers. Before long, Germany had built up an impressive naval fleet, much to the chagrin of Great Britain. But the story's not over yet. In 1911, a rebellion broke out in Morocco against the new Sultan Al-Hafid ibn al-Hassan. The Sultan reached out to France, and France, only too happy to help, sent an army to suppress the rebellion. Germany thought the whole thing looked suspicious. Convinced France was using the rebellion as an excuse to occupy Morocco, Germany sent a warship called the Panther to the Moroccan port city of Agadir to quote-unquote protect German interests. This aggressive act shocked the world and stoked fears that war might break out between France and Germany. Great Britain, already upset with Germany for triggering a naval arms race, sent their own warships to Morocco in support of France. Russia also declared its support of France. Once again, Germany was outnumbered. As the threat of war loomed, panic set in and Germany's economy crashed. Unprepared for this turn of events, Germany buckled and accepted the Treaty of Fez in 1912. This agreement acknowledged Morocco as a French protectorate, that is a colony, and gave Germany some lands in Central Africa. Germany had been humiliated on the world stage yet again. Though no one said it, it was clear Germany would not back down the next time. And sure enough, 2 years later, Germany did not back down.